Alright, hello and welcome back to Quest for Glory 5. The mighty Thor took down the Hydra with the strong assistance of Elsa in the previous video. And we are going to claim victory in that right, but there's not a huge rush. We don't really have other Hydra teeth that we're worried about people finding, so really can't lose.
They just
So I think we'll spend a couple hours this morning seeing if we can engage in a little battle out on the overland, and maybe we'll get lucky and something interesting will pop up. We still have a few different enemies we need to fight. I think Cougarman and Bearman, maybe it is. There's also a couple of nighttime things that we'll have to try and hunt down later. Wouldn't mind facing some goons to refill some of our healing pills since we're running a little low. Even if they are a little boring these days. For no other reason, because we've seen so many. There we go. They're not going to come to us, we'll go find them. Alright. Take out a few of these. Alright. Apparently we took the time during this battle to search. There we go. Take care of that guy. I wonder how the calculations work on like the staggering hits for this. I don't really know. Alright, well that's a little better. Not quite so empty. And any chance we're going to get anything else? That doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's go see Folos and offload just a couple of items. We have an extra magic helm and an extra magic chainmail that we no longer need. Might even be able to upgrade our weaponry. We'll see. See what he's got available and how much it costs. And also sell off these Pegasus feathers. Since we've already made our wings, we don't need the ones that we have left. And we can get his opinion on the rights of valor.
Heard the news about that lion tar? That's a tragedy. Rakish was supposed to be a real warrior, even if he was a goody-goody. Someone's got to stop that assassin before there's no one left in Samaria.
All right.
Heard you were with Rakish when he got hit. Pity you didn't get a good look at the assassin.
That's true. And how are you, Folos?
That Hydra is bad news. I wouldn't go after it unless I had an army to help take it on. Damn thing is immune to most damage. You got to go for the heads, according to the old stories. Even then, the thing heals rapidly. You could buy one of my magical weapons that's good against dragons. Dragon Slayer would be great against the Hydra. Cost a lot of money, though.
Yeah, we could take a look at that. Any thoughts on the right of valor?
Don't know how you're going to get to Hydra. Fishing boats don't go out that far.
Yeah, I think we'll find a way.
Rakish had a good reputation as a fighter, but I sure never saw him use that big sword he carried. Supposed to be a magical sword of some sort. Didn't buy it from me, that's all I know.
Well, maybe one of our future characters will have something to show you to compare it to.
With the Magnum dead, my money's riding on you, kid. Win this right, and I'll make a few drachmas off my bet.
Maybe we should have bet more. Alright, so let's sell one of these helms. I don't know, how about that? Actually, let's try this.
You think I'm made of money? I won't pay more than this for it. Hey, I won't pay more than this for it. We got a deal.
Nice. And let's get rid of the spearheads.
Nice dealing.
Alright, and then some of our chainmail. This I'm sure he'll go a good bit on.
think I'm made of money? I won't pay more than this for it. Hey, I won't pay more than this for it.
How about this?
We got a deal.
Alright. Now let's see how much some of these things cost. Pretty much maxed out on armor, but how about the Dragon Slayer sword? We really could buy this. That sounds fun. Let's do that. Let's see how low those go.
Nice dealing with me.
Nice. There's this Ice Diamond sword, which I don't know that I ever really use it. Wormbane Spear, I'm sure is good against Dragon, but cool. We can sell off our magic sword now, too. How about that?
You think I'm made of money? I won't pay more than this for it.
I mean, you just got a big chunk of change from us.
We got a deal.
Cool. Alright. Let's put this down in our hotbar. That's fun. Alright. Pretty much optimized already, pretty early on. Which I'm not upset about. Take that as a victory. Alright, let's stop by... Actually, you know what? Let's go directly to the Hall of Kings, and then we can stop by everywhere. We'll figure out what our next task is going to be before we try to talk to anyone else. I like that we have 3 teeth. We couldn't share one with Elsa. Show them.
Bravo! You have won the right of valor. All will be summoned to the Hall of Kings.
Bravo!
The Hydra has been defeated. The fire and poison of its many heads has ceased. Here stands the one who faced the death and destruction of this foul creature. Here stands the man of courage who is now victorious. Here stands the Prince of Shapir. Thus ends the right of valor.
You're dismissed to rest, and then you return to the hall.
The Hydra is dead, and the terror it has brought has ended. A ruler must be willing to face danger for his kingdom. A brave man can face death without flinching. There are things, though, that even a brave man fears to face. You shall go to the island of Delos. Seek out the Sibyl there, the prophetess who sees the web of fate. Speak with her and confront your future. Return with proof that you have faced yourself.
This is sheer superstitious nonsense. We shall not participate in such poppycock. Sibyls who see the future. Ha! Gort is a product of rational science and has no time for some soothsaying swindler's lies.
Nevertheless, this is the right of destiny. Go forth and face your fate.
Scored from the hall. Alright. So we can... Suppose we can quickly stop by and look at the notices. Not that there's really information we don't already have. Standings after Valor, we're winning. Then Elsa and Gort. Victory! The Hesperian mercenaries have been driven from our shores and their leader defeated, thanks to the actions of those competing in the rights of rulership. However, sea travel is still restricted by the mass attacks of Tritons upon ships and boats. Also, another dragon pillar has been destroyed. The dragon pillar to the north of town was destroyed by the murder of Magnum Opus. This is the second of the pillars that has been broken. And the right of destiny is competitors must travel to Delos and find the mysterious Sibyl who foretells the future. They must learn their destiny and return with the proof from the oracle. Alright, so let's stop by the bank. Need to make sure we have at least some money on hand.
I heard tell that Hydra has a lot of treasure. It's great that you took the monster out, and I sure hope you'll save some of its treasure here.
Treasure. Alright. So actually that's a pretty good amount. Let's just keep that in our pockets. We'll go see Salim and Julinar. Have a couple of things to talk to them about.
Good to see you again.
Anything new here? Nope. We already talked about Erasmus. Alright, so we can sell him the Pegasus feathers. Sure, that's fine.
I can't do that. Sure, that'll work. You got a
Offload
deal.
those. And then we can also sell these Hydra scales. And now that we have done so, we can buy some fireproofing oil, which admittedly, we don't need all that much, but not a bad thing to have.
Hey, thanks. This will really help me.
Alright, and then stamina pills we have plenty of, but let's get a real healthy restock on our healing pills. We probably could start using the health potions to have a little bit greater of an effect, but it's alright. That. And then that.
Hey, thanks.
Right, now we are thoroughly well stocked again. Alright, so we don't have a huge amount that we need to do right now. I think maybe we will. It's early enough. Why don't we stop by the famous adventurer, and that way we'll know what we have to do tomorrow in order, in terms of dealing with Delos and the Sibyl. Say hello. Hello, famous adventurer.
You know, there are some nice-looking women in Selmaria. I got my eye on a couple of beauties. Nothing like a little romance to put some fire in your blood.
What do you think of the Rite of Destiny?
Learning one's fate isn't much fun at times. Seems like you always see the bad parts of the future. Can be a little depressing. Remember though, fortune tellers never say things straight. What they tell you may be right, but it's always subject to interpretation. Watch for all meanings of the words when you hear your destiny.
Okay. How about Delos itself, the island?
That's a ways away from here. Be kind of tricky to get there, but it's worth it. The Sibyl can be kind of cold at times. She hangs out in that old temple, what remains of it. Takes a little gold offering to bring her around. The Dryads, though, they're worth the whole trip themselves. The thought of that magical glade brings the chill of real beauty through my heart even now. Takes a real gift to get them going, though. Something to really sink their roots into and send the life sap soaring. If you haven't danced with the Dryads, boy, you've never danced at all.
That's something to keep in mind. We need something to energize the tree spirit Dryads. Well, we'll see. And let's get another version of his name.
Let me think, what did she call me? Oh, yeah. Here's a moment from my past that's rather appropriate here. I dallied with the Dryads in their hidden oaken glade, pirouetted with the pixies as I sang a serenade. I tried to flirt with Sibyl as she told me of my fate. She laughed and called me Eros, but I didn't get the date.
All right, farewell.
Wish I was going with you to Delos. Have to get back there sometime after I finish writing this book.
I think there should be a book we want to read down here. No, maybe not. There it is, yes. Instructions on building a balloon. The narrator intones, having purchased a quantity of cloth, I had my housekeeper sew the material into the shape of a pomegranate. The writer further speaks, I managed to procure the sticky sap of a tree that had been burned for a long time. This made an excellent formula for windproofing the balloon material. Luckily, we collected some sap. Text goes on, I attached this balloon to a large basket by means of a rope. A metal brazier filled with coals provided the hot air to fill the balloon bag, causing the balloon to rise into the air. Near the end of the book, you read, unfortunately, the nature of a balloon is to float wherever the wind will blow it. The next time I decide to travel in this manner, I will attach wings to my basket and thus control my passage. The end. Alright, so a few things to do with that. If we can get up to the market in time, which we should be just fine, we can start collecting a couple of items, as well as, I suppose, just general information from some people. And we're going to start with our good friend Wolfie, who we haven't spoken to in quite some time. Mostly because he's a little goofy. Hello, Wolfie.
It is a good day, is it not? A fine day for flying, if one could fly.
Interesting. Let's talk more about flying.
The notice board said that you would be off to find your destiny. I hope it is not lost too badly.
I think we can find it. How you been, Wolf?
I am getting much better. I used to take a lope outside the city gates every morning, but things were getting so much dangerous that I could not. Now that you have driven off the bad soldiers, I can run off all the rice I eat again.
All right, and any rumors?
There was talk that after your last meeting in the Hall of Kings, several arguments were heard. Dr. Mobius the scientist was most displeased about the right of destiny, and he said to his person Gort that they will have to try something to even the odds in the next contest. The woman warrior Elsa was also heard to show her displeasure to Minos. It seems that he wished to take Elsa directly to this island of Delos, and Elsa wished to find her way there herself. She said that she does not take his orders, and he said yet, and she was most angry. This is all very interesting, is it not?
It is. Hang on 1 second. All right, sorry. Let's ask about flying.
I have seen a man to fly once without wings or other magic. It is something that I painted in the picture to show that this was true, and that I did not make up such a thing. For some reason, people still did not believe what I saw.
Interesting. You can tell about the right of destiny.
Holy cow! I did not know that destiny was so hard to find. I always thought that the future comes to you, whether you look for it or not.
It's not a bad point, Wolf.
Good luck in your quest for destiny. I have learned that one can build the future from what one does today. Namaste.
Not a bad bit of wisdom. We are going to make a purchase here of his balloon painting because...
That is a very good offer, but this is very, very good.
We are going to try to utilize that general idea. No, I don't want to ask about any of these things. Yeah, we're going to try to utilize the idea of this painting to guide some other people to help us. So, I don't remember if we talked to Marak or if we show him the painting. We'll take it down just in case.
What is this? It is unlike anything I have ever seen in this world.
You explain that it's a picture of a balloon and that you're trying to build one.
How very remarkable. But what has this to do with me?
You explain that you have need of a heat source and would like to buy a... I say this wrong. Brazier. I don't know. He's going to say it in a sec.
My brazier?
Brazier.
It is something that I need if I am to sell my freshly prepared wares. However, I do have an extra brazier I could sell you.
Wonderful. I think it would be nice if they sort of more obviously displayed it sitting out, but...
I hope this will serve you well.
Excellent. I'm also... I don't know if I need this, but just in case, I'm going to buy this.
May your mouth be chopped.
Alright, and the rest of it we should be fine. Yeah, like, if he was just constantly cooking right here, so we always saw it, I think that would be valuable to solving that particular puzzle, but no worries. Alright, now we're going to pop over to the Land's End, so yeah, let's just magnet. And I don't remember, did we take... We did not. Alright, let's go in this drawer here. And we're going to borrow a, we're going to find a spare bed sheet that we borrow in case we need it later. So, let's talk with Gnome Anne about two very important things. One is going to benefit her, and one will be for our benefit.
Huh, sugar pie? We'll make that bye-bye pretty soon. Oh, the mortgage is due and I'm out of moolah.
Let's find out more about that.
Nice to see someone who's not totally depressed right now.
Yeah, Anne's going to be a real downer here, but we're going to see if we can help her.
I'm singing the blues, boy, for I'm going to lose. I've sunk all my savings, and lo and behold, the inn will be repossessed, and I'll be depressed. That louse gets the house, and I get ousted. This gnome's on her own, with no home.
And tell us about what's going on with the inn.
Ferrari'll take this shack back, Jack. The inn's out, without a doubt. Old Fezhead will probably turn it into another saloon.
Let's hear about what's going on with Ferrari and the mortgage.
I took out a loan from Ferrari to pay for this place, and now he wants his money back. I can't pay him, so he'll take the inn instead. If I had more time, or more money, or knew someone who could paint good, I'd fix this place up and show Fezface a thing or two. I'd give his inn some real competition. Say, Ferrari knows you. He dropped your name when he came by. Maybe if you talk to him, you could get him to extend the deadline. Would you do me this teensy little favor? I'd be very thankful. And I'm sure the cooks will be very grateful you saved their jobs for them. They'll fix your favorite food and everything.
I don't know if we want to shave the cook's job, but I also don't know if Ferrari really considered us to be that good of a friend, but I suppose we can at least try and help.
You know, dough. Money, honey. Cash on demand, man. Drachma, yeah? Nah, not me. It's no joke. I'm flat broke.
Alright, that was a lot.
Pretty pleased with strawberries. Will you talk to Ferrari about my loan, Ranger? I'd be happy to refund every penny rent you've paid so far.
I don't think we paid it all, but Erasmus did. Maybe it was Rakesh. I forgot who paid. Alright, so let's do a couple of things. We're going to show her this balloon painting.
Oh, pretty. Reminds me of an ice cream cone.
And then we will tell her about Wolfie, who painted the picture.
He's the guy that painted the flying ice cream cone? Anyone who could paint that could certainly paint my inn. I'll have to talk to him about it.
Very nice. And we can also give her something else that might increase some of the drive to come to the inn. We have these magic seeds that Julinar gave us to cheer us up when either Rakesh or Erasmus was attacked or drugged. But maybe we can pass that joy on to her.
What's this for? High protein snacks?
You explain that these are magic seeds.
You mean like grow to the clouds, steal from a giant Jack and the Beanstalk sort of seeds? Cool. I could really use these.
You explain to Anne that the seeds don't do that, but they just grow really fast.
Well, so much for that get-rich-quick scheme. Still, it is a nice gift. Thanks.
You are welcome. And then finally, one other thing. We're going to take this sheet and give that to Gnome Anne.
That looks familiar. Hey, it is familiar. You got the sweets for sheets or something?
Tell Anne about making the sheet into a balloon.
Well, as long as it doesn't involve a straight stitch. I can't do anything straight. Sure, I'll have it for you tomorrow or so. So.
Right, let's depart. Do we have dinner? I don't know, it doesn't matter. We'll be fine without it. We're gonna pop over to the Hall of Kings. Not actually going to watch the fight, but just an interesting dynamic. This is Toro versus Elsa tonight, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. We'll pop over there and say hi. There we go. And then we can go to the dead parrot, talk to Ferrari quickly, see if he can give No Man a little bit of a break. Everyone always sounds so unhappy. Alright, what's up, Toro?
Not want fight, Elsa. Elsa friend. Not fight friend. Elsa say fight Elsa. Toro fight Elsa.
Alright, yeah, he's not feeling too great about it.
Good see you, Hero Man. Toro like Hero Man.
How are you, Toro?
Toro okay. Like Silmaria. Good job. Toro happy. If Elsa king, Toro very happy.
And what do you think about this fight?
Toro not like fight much, but Toro keep in shape. Toro need to prove not just monster minotaur, tough monster minotaur.
He definitely does keep in shape.
See you, Hope like fight.
Yeah, we're not gonna watch it. Alright, let's go to the dead parrot. Although it occurs to me Ferrari might not even be there. He might be officiating this match, which will be fine. We can just pause for a minute or two. I don't know, I'll swim or something. Either way, we should be pretty well set up to deal with things as soon as tomorrow starts. So that will be nice. Do have a decently long way to travel, so it'll be good to get an early start. Come up, and he is here. Good.
Greetings, my friend. How can I assist you this evening? You have the look of a troubled man. A man that perhaps needs another favor.
How are you, Ferrari?
I have a feeling that I will soon come into possession of a very valuable piece of real estate.
It's not a bad scheme he cooked up, giving her the loan and then just taking it. Tell us about the deed.
I am first and foremost a businessman, and I need to make a profit off my deals. The Gnome Inn is a very valuable property, and I stand to lose a lot of money if poor Anne cannot pay for it. Thus, I intend to take the Gnome Inn back, to spare Anne the financial burden. However, I'm willing to hold off on collecting my money if that is what you wish. If you bring me something of great value, I might even consider giving the deed to you.
I like the way he spins it. To savor the financial burden. It's a nice addition.
The Gnome Inn is a farce. It will never be able to make a profit. What fool would ever stay there?
We would, but that's okay. All right.
I will be seeing you soon, I hope.
All right, that's good. I think that can kind of do it for the evening. Why don't I pause here? I'll swim around for a bit, and then we will come back really in the morning. So hang on. All right. Let's get
I
some
sewed up
breakfast
that sheet you wanted. Hope it works for you.
and collect our sheet from No Man.
There you go. Take care of yourself. I wouldn't want anything to happen to the sheet.
You're not going to be getting it back. Just FYI. Sit down. We're going to make one quick stop at the Adventurers Guild before we head off on our next grand adventure.
Today test this.
All right. Unfortunately, this time around, anybody has the ability to complete the next rite, so we'll be a little bit more on a time scale on the back end, but not that much of one, particularly since, there's only 2 other contestants, and one of them has already refused to compete, or at least his benefactor has. Let's see. Hello, Elsa.
Hero Man and Elsa kill Hydra good. Both do good.
You have won another right. You would not have won without my help. Remember that you owe me for this.
Fair enough.
It matters not who was judged the winner of this right. We both did well against the Hydra. We should both have won.
That's true.
I had an argument with Minos this day. He does not think we should have worked together against the Hydra. He is a fool, and I have told him so. He is not used to anyone telling him such things, and he does not like it.
I like it. Way to throw down. Let's talk about our work with the Hydra.
With the treasure from the Hydra's cave, we could both be wealthy and not need to compete to be ruler. It is obvious we are not in this for the money.
Fair enough. Tell a little bit about ourselves.
You have done much since we first met. You are very much a hero.
We have come far since those early days.
I look forward to our next quest together.
Why don't we give her something she can use on her adventures?
Your offer of healing is most kind. Thank you for your true concern. I have never met anyone quite like you. You are extremely generous. You have shown me more than enough kindness. I do not need for you to give me anything, but it is nice that you have done so.
Could have given you, a Hydra tooth, but we'll leave that out. Talk to Toro.
Hydra bad. Hero Man and Elsa good. Hydra dead.
Yes, it is. How are you, Toro?
Glad both did good. Make Toro happy. See both happy.
And what can you tell us about Elsa?
Elsa like Hero Man. Elsa think Hero Man fight good.
I also think we fight good.
Keep watch for Killer Man. Keep live, Hero Man.
Alright, let's move on. So, we're going to head over to Science Island, our favorite place to be. Or at least our favorite place to get to. I don't really mind being there so much, just unnecessarily long trip, particularly with having to deal with the gondola every time. Right. We're getting there. One step at a time. Nope, keep going. There we go. Alright, set the gondola in motion. Alright. And as always, as it starts to round the corner, hit the brake, and jump on board. Get out of our... Where are rocks? Wonderful. And... hit the switch. Now, as we come over here, luckily we've already been given permission by the good doctor to utilize the items they have here. And he's already told us a little bit about the crane in back that they installed. So what we can do is come over and ride up the little treadmill elevator thing. And head in back, up this way. And we're going to use this little computer here to control this claw, and if I remember correctly... Oh, nice. We want 150, and then the claw should be closed, so let's run that and see if it works. Nice. Crane automatically places the winged gondola upon the platform. Good. Now, the winged gondola is lightweight, although it is too bulky to be carried around. The wings are too small to be of any use, except maybe for steering. All in all, there is not much you can do with it right now. Or is there? Alright. Let us get out our rope, the sheet, and the brassiere, and the goo. Alright, so let's start by, I guess, attaching the sheet. Place the sheet, sewn by Gnome Ann, upon the winged gondola. Use some rope. Tie the sewn sheet to the gondola. Let's coat it in goo. Smear the wind-proof goo on the attached sheet. And then put down our brassiere. Carefully place the brassiere under the opening of the sewn sheet, but the cold brassiere does nothing. Which is fine, because we have our tinder box somewhere. Oh, that's it. And let's see, we light it right there. The balloon inflates from the hot air of the brassiere, and the winged gondola begins to rise. You quickly seat yourself and start pulling the oars to flap the wings. So yet again, I forgot to actually pull up the map, but guide the balloon, whatever. We are going to go up this way past the Pegasus nest, which works out because there is something that we want to bring to the island here, which if we had not collected earlier, we could get right now on the way, but we do not need to because we already did. Alright, so this is Delos, where we're going to, and let's try and stop right here. Alright, first we're going to go to this Dryad Glade, where we are going to use the Hippocrene water, an invigorating drink that the tree-like Dryads will appreciate. We will pour a little bit onto each Dryad. The Hippocrene water flows to the Dryad's root, and she awakens. And I hope you can hear it, but as we give water to each one, they begin to sing. As you pour the water onto the Dryad, she begins to move. The magical water pours into the roots of the Dryad, and she comes to life. The Dryad responds to your gift of water from the Hippocrene. There are 7 of them, although one kind of hides way off in the corner, so it's easy to miss. By the pouring of the Hippocrene water, the Dryad begins to sing. The water of the Hippocrene awakens the Dryad, and then finally, the Dryad awakens from the water of the Hippocrene stream. And now, we wait and enjoy. I believe to be the kind of spiritual essence of each of the Dryads takes form in the shape of one of these glowing lights, almost fairy-like, reminiscent of Quest for Glory 1. Alright. Let's carry on. Nothing else happens, it's just fun. Alright, we're going to go back to this piece up north here where the Sibyl is. And we have to be very careful here because there's a little flower that we want to grab. We have to be very careful not to click on the water, otherwise we will drown. Hopefully that went right. You pick this beautiful black lotus flower. Its odor entrances you with its honeyed sweetness. The purple nectar glistens in the light like amethyst. You gently brush aside the dead bug that detracts from the black lotus bloom's allure. All right, now let's read this little inscription on this pillar here. You read the passage. Pain unto Hades, all waters that flow in the earth flow to Hades. Alas, all life soon flows there too. Where those waters flow, a gate will open. Alas, too soon it opens for you. When death is near, then pour the waters. Alas, they flow to Hades' shore, where darkness awaits at the river's end. Alas, this lament shall open the door. Sing unto Hades this sad sorrow's song. Alas, all life is quickly past, and the gates of Hades shall open before you. Alas, this song shall be your last. All right, now, as the adventurer told us, we need to make a gold offering, which I believe we do in the pond. Hopefully I remember that right. You drop a drachma into the depths of the fountain. It sinks slowly to the bottom, which looks so near.
Greetings, slayer of monsters and master of swords. I am the Sibyl who sees what is to come. Hear now the future that fate brings you. Your way is darkened with blood and death. The first death you soon face is death itself. Embrace it or not, death shall drag you to its depths. Go willingly, and you will gain. The next death you face is one whose fate crosses yours. That which he cannot own, he would destroy. He will seek victory, even in his defeat. 7 deaths, and the dragon grows restless in dreamless sleep. 4 posts that pinned it to darkness have been broken in blood. 3 more shall be shattered with death. The last death shall awaken the dragon fully. New awakened, the dragon is weak. Each feel of fear and pain feeds it. Fix first the pillar, or it shall fly free. Death brought the dragon to life. Only death shall defeat it. One must give up life willingly before the dragon can die. Without sacrifice, the dragon is deathless. Your way is marked with death. Face it gladly, and your way is marked with glory. That is the fate that awaits you.
Ooh, and we get Proof of Destiny. Pick up the disc and add it to your backpack. So, yes, that is the prophecy, I guess, of the Sibyl, which we will have to keep in mind moving forward, see what mysteries we can uncover and what truths are hidden within the words. We don't need to take the balloon back. We don't technically need it anymore, but I like to have it. I think it's fun, and I think it makes things a little bit easier sometimes. So I always fly it back. Plus, we have plenty of time, so why not? All right, let's get back a little bit closer to Samaria here and land. Maybe we can spend an hour or two seeing if anyone wants to fight us. I don't know what's happening. I feel like we're supposed to be getting in fights, but oh, hey, Bearmen. Good. We've been looking for these guys. Let's put our gear on and do a little fighting here. Yep, so that's a new enemy type for us to have killed. Yeah, they keep some money on them, and good, they keep some pills too, that's always fun to get. Hopefully it's not too dark and you can still see fairly well. And where is the exit to this area? There we go. And we can roam around for another hour or so, see if we get lucky with any other enemies we want to do battle with. Sure. They're still fresh. We can kill some more bearmen. It's not what I was hoping to find, but there are worse options. And they are pretty easy victory for us at this point. Even if I'm blinded behind these trees. tonight. Let's get our magnet out, and we can head home. And I think that will do it for today. When we come back, well, we'll see what we're going to do. Eventually, we will have to claim victory in the Right of Destiny, but maybe we'll do some other things first. I guess we'll find out later, though. So until then, see ya.